Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming Chapter 6 of Perfect Match 2. With that, the stinger for Chapter 6 is Khan welcomes you into his home and has some troubling secrets to share about Eros. More troubling than replacing all of us with replicants and torturing one of our friends, you say? Let's find out! After finding Khan and convincing him to cooperate with you, he brings you to his apartment in order to share what he knows about the Siren Project. All right, you're going to want to sit down for this. It's time to tell you about the Sirens. So this is Chapter 6, The Sirens. You all sit down in the living room as Khan lights an incense stick. Fragrant smoke fills the room. Damien stifles a cough. Mr. Masavi, sir, here is the latest error report on the receptionist program. Great, thanks. Tell your team over in personality detailing that they're doing a truly spectacular job. And Sloane is very pleased, and now I'm seriously wondering why she thought he wouldn't recognize her if she's actually spoken to him before. Did you need something else? Pick your jaw up off the floor, Miss Washington. I just sent you an email and I need an answer before my call with the hospital directors. Yes, ma'am. Right away. Hospital directors? We are trying to sell them on using the new receptionist AI in their buildings. Stellar! It wouldn't take much to build a module for medical and insurance terminology. That's good to hear, Musabi, because I want you to direct the project. I'm sorry? We're promoting you. When this goes through, we'll be creating a new specializations department, and I want you at the helm. Eros quickly recognized Khan's talent. He was promoted at least 3 times in my first year there. Right. Soon I was high enough in the company to have access to high-level goals and plans. They gave me free rein over so many of the projects. I saw so many of my ideas come to life. It was the dream job. But I also spent more and more time working with Rowan West, the CEO of Eros. Rowan West? Yeah, we've met. We can say, he's super creepy, Cecile's worse, or I stabbed him in the eye. I mean, all of these are true. So it's a question of, which direction do I feel like I probably should not tell him I stabbed him in the eye. Because I feel like that's just gonna scare him. That he's now brought a stabby person into a home with his child. So I think I'm just gonna go with he's super creepy. All that stuff about him being the father of the matches? Ugh, disturbing. He wants to keep us under his protection forever. Anyway, Rowan was obsessed with expanding the match's capabilities. Not only to evolve, to love, but to destroy. Khan steeples his fingers and places them under his chin, his expression dark as he remembers. What are you suggesting, Rowan? I thought you were opposed to weaponizing the matches. Weaponizing the matches? You'd have us create life only to blow it up on a battlefield? Cecile, Cecile, Cecile. Your vision is always so limited. So, what is it you propose, then? Do you know the old myths of the sirens? Oh, God. Oh, you mean like mermaids? Oh my God, come on. I realize they're doing this in case the reader doesn't know, but come on. Beautiful, enchanting creatures who could manipulate mankind into doing things they never would otherwise. That's a unique interpretation. I thought their song drove men mad, caused sailors to crash their ships into the rocks and drown trying to follow the voices. I mean, yeah. If you read the Odyssey, that's the story. Exactly. Instead of creating the perfect romantic companion, we could create the perfect agent. Someone who can quickly gain the trust and affection of their mark. Oh my God, your Armada normativity is showing again. And influence them, eliminating opposition when necessary. What? No, you can't do that! The matches can't do that! He's right, unfortunately. In their current state, our matches can barely hold a conversation without giving away they're a machine. Yes, but once their flaws are dealt with, then we can create the perfect sirens. In the wrong hands, the matches could be used as weapons. The sirens would be able to learn new skills in a matter of minutes, transmit recorded data live from anywhere, and they're strong enough to kill. Not to mention, they'd be fully under Rowan's control. Rowan could use the sirens to, we can say, make tons of money, gain more power, or silence all who stand against him. I think the point here is, the final endgame, which is silence all who stand against him. Permanently. I did everything I could to keep the project from moving forward. I opposed it every step of the way. What? Hang on. I thought matches couldn't hurt humans. Not seriously, anyway. And there's Chloe poking the holes in, the entire plot. The genre savvy there, take a drink. Yeah, that's right. They have a safety function, like a gun. There's no way to remove it without destroying the entire system. So then, the sirens aren't fully capable of everything Eros wants them to do. It's impossible. Khan doesn't respond, staring at the tabletop in front of him. Mm-hmm. It was you, Khan. We can say you broke the code and created the sirens. Or you invented the safety function to stop them. Pretty sure it's that second one. You invented the safety function to stop them. Yes, it was me. Let me be sure I'm following this. To stop Eros from making a force of seductive, deadly sirens, you added some new code to their system? Yeah, that's pretty much... Keep up, Damien. Oh my god. It's more than that. He basically rewrote the very core of the match framework to include the safety function. It had to be so deeply interwoven into the code that the matches could no longer work without it. By the time I realized what Eros was planning, our revolutionary update was near completion. It wasn't difficult to weave the safety in well. Rowan was so pleased with our huge leap forward, he didn't realize what else I changed. I put in my 2 weeks right after. Hee, sneaky, I like it. I can't imagine how Rowan reacted when he found out you'd ruined their plans. It wasn't pretty. That man could use a healthy dose of meditative self-care. Sure. Agreed. If by meditative self-care you mean jail time. You know, more time for meditation. I thought I had solved the sirens' problem. I destroyed their chance at using my matches that way, and I could leave in peace. But once I left, Rowan made my life hell. He used his influence and made it clear that hiring me was a death sentence for anyone's company. I was kind of worried it was just going to be a death sentence, so that's a step up. He threatened my family, threatened Hamza. I went into hiding, took jobs under aliases, kept moving. When I think of what they might have done to him, I just... Khan takes a deep breath, closing his eyes and centering himself. I haven't talked to anyone about this in a long time. I think I need a break just to gather my thoughts. Uh-oh. He's gonna step out on the balcony or something and get snatched. Help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. I just need a minute. He stands up and goes into Hamza's room. The four of you drift into the kitchen and pour yourselves drinks. Oh my god, I would be so uncomfortable. I'd like maybe get myself water from the tap and that'd be it. Khan was such a powerhouse at Eros. I never knew he was struggling with these things under the surface. Sometimes it's easier to fake a smile than confront a terrifying truth. Even within yourself. Chloe, it almost sounds like... Text from Nadia, 911 SOS. Your phone buzzes loud against the counter. You pick it up and see a notification. So we've got a string of texts from Nadia. Hope everything is going okay at the party. Kira? Hello? Is everything all right? I'm starting to get worried over here. Question marks! You better have a good reason for not replying. 911 SOS! I can see you read my message. Are you okay? Answer me! Alright, that's a little too much enthusiasm there, Nadia. Take a drink. OMG, calm down. We are fine. We found Khan and we're at his house. I can send you the address if that'll make you feel better. No, Kira, this is how they get us. What are you doing? Yes, it would. Don't you dare do that to me ever again! When you look back up from your phone, Khan is settling back into a chair in the living room, and the four of you move to join him. I thought my conscience was clear. I'd prevented Eros from moving forward with their sirens. I'd done all I could. But their hunt for me is relentless. I should have known they wouldn't let the Siren Project go. It's disheartening. Eros isn't just building killer robots. They're taking a brand new life form and teaching it how to do harm and manipulate. She chokes up, suddenly crying in the middle of her fury. Chloe leans over and rubs her back. I hear what you're saying, Sloane. I do feel responsible. It's why I built the safety into their system to begin with. I want to do what I can to help you, but I've spent so long just trying to keep my family safe. I don't know if I can get involved. Not when it means Hamza could be hurt. Khan, we can say, Eros is coming for you anyway. You have a moral responsibility to do something. Or, a life on the run is no good for Hamza either. I think appealing to his fatherhood again is probably the way to go here. So, Khan, a life on the run is no good for Hamza either. He's gonna start school soon. It's going to be harder to uproot him and move him from place to place. Plus, you're gonna have to transfer, like, medical records and school records from place to place. It's gonna be a lot easier to trace. That's the next problem. Khan hangs his head, rubbing the heels of his hands into his eyes. I know. I knew we couldn't keep running forever. I just thought we could hold out a little longer. Help us stop Eros, Khan. Put an end to this and you and Hamza won't have to hide anymore. The matches need you, Khan. You're the only one who can help us. Khan looks at Chloe for a long, steady moment. He takes a breath, kneads his temple a moment, then finally nods. Okay, yes, I'll do it. Rawr! Oh my god. Was that your stomach? Oh, I assumed it was the kid. Sloane falls over and buries her head under a throw pillow. Don't look at me. Hey, if it wasn't you, it would have been me. That fruit bar at the party didn't cut it. Right. First step in the plan, food. Any of you ever had a mission burrito? Nope. Oh, I have! Best comfort food ever. Well, there's a place nearby if we're unanimous. This crew will never say no to burritos. We have a lot to do. What do you all think about staying the night? We won't have to waste time taking people home. Oh, we don't want to impose. Not imposing if I invited you. Then, sure, sounds good to us. We totally don't need to run this by our other party members at all. I mean, we could just stay here and scrounge. I've got some locally sourced microgreens, home-brewed kombucha, organic almond butter. This is your chance to learn a little more about Khan, and later have the opportunity to babysit Hamza with someone of your choice. I'm sorry, you're trying to turn the babysitting into a date? That is kinda creepy. Not gonna lie. So what do? We can go get burritos with Khan for 16 diamonds, or stay here. I mean, I guess we'll go get burritos? I don't know. I'll never turn down an opportunity for enormous burritos. I'm gonna regret this as I have to continue to do Khan's voice. I like your style. Khan points at an inconspicuous sign jutting out of the side of a building. This is the place. Once inside, Khan goes up to the counter and orders. It'll be a minute before the food is ready. We can sit in the meantime. The two of you pull up stools at the bar. Can I ask about Hamza's mother? Her name is Su Jin. We actually met in Thailand while she was there for work. What does she do? She's a marine conservationist. Crazy smart, but a natural wandering soul. Her job keeps her hopping from one place to the next. I don't think she's ever stayed in a place for more than a year. When she got pregnant, she knew it wasn't the life she wanted for herself. I totally respected that, and I still do. I was more than happy to take on the single dad role. So a woman who knew that she didn't want to be a mom, she didn't want that role in her life, served as an incubator for the child that you wanted, but she didn't. That's troubling, because pregnancy is very, very hard on a person's body. Like, very, very hard. Like, easily kills people. So, this kind of devil-may-care attitude toward, oh, well, she didn't want to be a mom, so I just took the kid. I'm sorry, why was abortion not on the table? Serious question here. Why was abortion not on the table? You better have a damn good reason, and it damn well better not be Mike Pence's president, because I refuse to entertain that possibility. I refuse to believe that can ever happen. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Suddenly, one of the waiters arrives with your food in a to-go bag. Come on,
We should head back.
As soon as you enter Khan's apartment, Hamza runs up shrieking. Burritos! Khan grins and hands Hamza his burrito first before helping you pass out the rest. That burrito is almost as big as he is. Yeah, well, leftovers. Hamza tears into the tortilla like a wild animal.
Remember that podcast we listened to about mindful eating, Sprout?
Oh my god, this guy would be the most annoying person to me. I mean, not the most annoying because, you know, Drake from the Royal Romance still exists apparently, but he'd be pretty annoying. When everyone finishes eating, Khan wipes his hands with a napkin and stands.
I should head over to the neighbors before they fall asleep. You still cool taking care of Hamza?
I think I can revive myself from my food coma for long enough.
Nice. Whoever isn't on babysitting duty can come with me.
I'm ready to play! Oh boy. Oh boy. I might need to enlist a babysitting sidekick. Oof. So we can pick Sloane, Damien, or Chloe. Alright. I know the implication here is this is going to be a date. However, we have no indication that Chloe or Sloane know anything about kids. Damien, on the other hand, we know has at least one younger sister. So, Damien knows something about children. Ergo, Damien, you get to help me. Come on. You send a pleading look to Damien as Khan and the others head out. Hamza starts jumping on the couch, howling.
It's fine, we can handle this. I grew up with little sisters.
Thank you. A little while later, just as Damien is getting to the climax in his arch-nemesis story, Khan and the others come through the door. Wait, Mr. Damien! What happens next?
Guess you'll just have to wait until next time.
Oh, snap. Leaving the child on a cliffhanger. I like it. What? No fair!
Hey, the best things in life are usually worth waiting for, little Sprout.
Fine, but I want to hear the rest tomorrow.
Sure thing. Give me time to think of something.
Khan starts passing out the extra bedding.
Thanks for taking care of my fledgling oat, Kira.
So we entertained Hamza while Khan was out. Yay! Anytime. After dinner, everyone changes clothes to get ready for bed. Knock knock!
Did I forget something?
He opens the door to a familiar face. We brought Steve's famous homemade lemon bars! And we totally weren't followed!
They're a no-bake version. Our hotel microwave wasn't cutting it.
Dude, your hotel had a microwave? I'm really annoyed by hotel rooms that give you a mini fridge and no microwave. Honestly, it's annoying. Steve lifts up a foil-covered plate as proof, and Khan takes it from him, utterly bewildered.
And you are?
Oh, I'm sorry, this is my cousin, Nadia. I texted her your address to ease her mind, but I didn't think she'd invite herself over. What did you think she was gonna do with that information, Kira? My God. Nadia flutters her lashes innocently at you. You said you're staying the night, right? The least we can do is bring him home-baked desserts. Uh-huh, I'm sure checking up on us had nothing to do with it.
Hope you enjoy those lemon bars. I'm the baker, Steve.
He's also a match. Khan looks him over with sudden, intense interest.
Hi there. Have you also started to move past your programming?
That's kind of a rude question, isn't it? Asking someone you just met about their programming. I mean, woman has a point. Oh, sorry, Nadia. He basically invented the matches, and he's excited to meet them. Nadia eyes Khan warily. Well, you have your lemon bars. We're leaving now. Bye! She prods a flustered Steve out the door and quickly shuts it behind them. Khan and I will work on a new version of the safety mechanism. One that's stronger and harder for arrows to break.
Then we'll push the update to the matches. I hope to completely replace the code, so all the headway Eros has made on removing the safety will be worthless.
But making the update go out has to be done on a fancy Eros machine, right?
So, we break into the Eros facility here in San Francisco, upload the code, press the magic button, and... that's it?
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, come on, Sloane. Breaking and entering should be second nature by now. Their offices here have less security than other facilities, since it's where they train new hires, but it's still not gonna be simple.
Hamza toddles over. Daddy!
What is it, little sprout?
Hamza half climbs into his dad's lap, rubbing his face into Khan's side and whining. Sleepy. Khan scoops the boy up in his arms.
I think the rest will have to wait until morning. Sleep well, everyone. If you need guided sleep meditation podcasts, I got you covered.
Oh, I'm sure you do. He carries Hamza, already dozing in his arms, out of the room. Spare couch cushions and a mattress have been prepared on the floor in the living room, and the remaining furniture wrapped in bed sheets. Does this kind of feel like a sleepover to anyone else? I think I'm having flashbacks to middle school. No, this is totally a sleepover. That's what this is.
If anyone suggests we paint each other's nails, I'm out. Because I am a man and I don't do girl-coded things. Except play intergalactic space princess.
Ugh. God, Damien.
Honestly, sleepovers were usually miserable for me. My sisters had so many of them growing up, and I always had to hide in my room and suffer. Plus, they were always calling up their crushes just to hang up on them. They'd hog the landline and no one else could make a call.
Landlines. I remember the Dark Ages. Some people still have to live in the Dark Ages, Kira, because some places don't get cell reception. The group quiets down, everyone lost in their own thoughts. The only sound is the occasional yawn. You know, I've never been to a sleepover. Oh, did I forget to include one in your memories? I thought there was... No, I mean, a real sleepover. Real memories. I don't have any fun high school anecdotes or childhood stories. Oh, Chloe. You squeeze her hand, running a comforting thumb across her knuckles. Sorry to bring everyone down.
Hey, no need to apologize for telling the truth.
You snuggle closer to Chloe, savoring the warmth of your tangled limbs. Yeah, we really should head to sleep anyway. After a round of whispered goodnights to each other, you all drift off to sleep. In the middle of the night, you wake up to find Chloe snoring quietly in your arms. Aw, so we spent the night cozy in Chloe's arms. Yay! I wish I could always wake up to this. You nuzzle your face against Chloe's shoulder and drift back to sleep. The next morning, you and Sloane grab coffee and breakfast for the team before a long day of coding. She hasn't stopped gushing about Khan since she woke up. And this morning, he was checking out Chloe's specs and he was so impressed. He wasn't just saying so. I know, because I asked, and... She takes in an enormous breath, then opens her mouth to continue. Sloane, stop. Breathe. I am breathing. I'm fine. You're fine? We can say, try ecstatic. Your hero's impressed with you. You should be proud. You're amazing. Or, trust me, I know how fine you are. Oh my god. This woman is terrible. You're fine? Try ecstatic. Your hero's impressed with you. What? Kira, it's not like that. I said hero, not love interest. Oh my god. No. You mean you haven't been starstruck since the party? Sloane is momentarily stunned speechless, then turns her back on you to study the display of pastries. You know, my mom used to tease me about Khan, too. About your hero worship of... About my very professional admiration of Khan. Well, I'm sure she'd be happy to know that he's totally in awe of your tech powers. Sloane doesn't respond, picking at the paper sleeve on her coffee cup. I wish I could talk to her. Not just about Khan, but everything. Meeting you, seeing what Eros has done with my work. I haven't really spoken to her since we left New York. I've sent her a few texts, claimed to be busy, but...
Well, why don't you call her?
What? Kira, people have shot at us. I can't tell my mother that.
Not that part of what's going on, but the rest of it. Nothing you mentioned wanting to say sounded unreasonable. You're right. I hadn't thought of it that way. I think I'll call her when we get back to Khan's place. Why do I get the feeling we're not going to get back to Khan's place? If you really want to blow her mind, tell her you're sleeping over at his house. Absolutely not. She would tease me even worse than you do. The two of you join the others back in Khan's apartment. All right, everybody. Breakfast is served. I'm honestly a little surprised we made it. Khan and Chloe are deep in conversation, barely glancing up when you enter. This is remarkable. I never imagined the matches could be capable of so much life. They're wonderful, aren't they? Sometimes I feel like I've learned so much about my own humanity just from knowing Chloe. You never told me that, Sloane. Well, it's true. I would be a very different person if I'd never met you. Wait, can you sing? Of course she can sing. You should hear her play the guitar, too. She can even fly a helicopter. Yeah, all that and it even makes toast. Sloane misses Chloe's stony expression, focusing instead on Khan's open laptop and the code he's working on. Yeah, I imagine it's not fun being treated like a, research topic. The two chatter animatedly about the project, the barrage of tech jargon going completely over your head. I can't understand a word they're saying, and it's giving me a headache. I need fresh air. Time to take a walk. Right behind you. You and Damien wander Clarion Alley, famous for its street art. There are replications of movie scenes, giant sea creatures, and even a rainbow map of the city. Damien pauses beneath a painting of an enormous, angry face on the side of a building. You stroll down the sidewalk, taking in the art and enjoying normal city life. I've always wanted to visit San Francisco. My older sister Hope came here years ago during a college summer break and sent me dozens of pictures. Most of the photos were of street art, museums, festivals. I can imagine her taking selfies in front of these murals. She was an artist. Why do you keep referring to her in the past tense? Was an artist? Yeah, art doesn't pay rent, unfortunately. Last I heard, she and her wife owned a burger franchise down in San Diego. I mean, sandwich art. Back in New York, you never talked about your family beyond a few casual mentions. But recently, you've brought them up a lot. So, stop me if this is out of line, but we can say, did you not want me to know anything about them? Or, are you not on speaking terms? I don't think it's in my wheelhouse to assume anything about his family relationships, even though I'm pretty sure it's that second one. So, stop me if this is out of line, but did you not want me to know about them? It's not like I was trying to hide anything, but it hurt to think about them and how we drifted apart after Baitan. Figured. I was avoiding talking about them because of me, not you.
Well, I kind of figured, but that still doesn't change the fact that maybe you just didn't want me to know anything about them, and that's okay. Like, why are we making this a guilt thing?
Seeing Lucia in Eros's memory device? God, she's probably old enough to drive now. She grew up, and I wasn't even there to see it.
Does this mean you want to try and repair the relationship?
Yes, definitely, but how? I can't just call them out of the blue.
Well, you can email.
Hi, remember me, the guy who hasn't called in 4 years? What's up?
I mean, there's worse ways to go about it.
You could do exactly that. I'm sure they want to hear from you just as badly.
Damien scowls at the sidewalk, shaking his head.
Baby steps. For now, I'm working on being okay with thinking of them again. And forgiving myself for staying away so long.
You and Damien return to Khan's apartment and see Hamza sitting quietly in a corner of the room, his lap full of silk flowers and ribbons. Good morning, Hamza. Hi!
What you doing, buddy?
Making a flower hat. Hamza hums to himself, clumsy fingers working to string the flowers together into a garland. You stand by Khan, keeping your voice low. Khan, who is this child? And what did you do with the little T-Rex from last night?
Ha! This is how he is most of the time. He only goes full dinosaur when his babysitter lets him have too much sugar.
He really is like a whole different person.
I'm glad you get to see his gentler side. He's a creative boy, and he loves making things.
Wonder who he gets that from.
Hey, I'm gonna go make a call. I'll be right outside, okay?
Wait, that's what I was about to say. I need to call my mom. Damien slowly turns and narrows his eyes at you.
Are you on some sort of mission here, Kira? Getting everyone to call their mothers?
Yes, they all called me. They're worried about you.
Yes, Damien, you've caught me red-handed. This is all part of my evil plan to make sure you're both happy and well-loved. How dare I? You're a monster.
So devious. Someone should stop you before you build a giant death ray. She's gonna have that, like, shoulder-mounted cannon that fires heart emojis is what she's gonna have. This is approaching Sailor Moon levels of heart emoji. They both laugh at you and step away to private places to make their calls. You drift over to where Chloe is in the kitchen, staring at Hamza with a sad expression. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Every memory I have of being young, having a mother, going to school, sleepovers with friends, it's all fake. None of those people exist.
I know. It must be hard knowing it wasn't real. I've made peace with the fact that they don't exist, but I have no past, no family, no parents, nothing. Chloe, we can say, your experiences now are what matter. You can have a family of your own someday. Or, be grateful you skipped the awkward teen phase. No, we don't downplay other people's pain because, you could have been worse. No. God, I'm not sure I really like any of these in this situation, but I think I'm gonna go with Chloe, your experiences now are what matter. You might not have a past, but you have a future. You can create new experiences every day. Yeah, this is kind of what I thought I was gonna get. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You have a childhood, a family. You don't know how this feels. Well then. Chloe shoots to her feet, slamming her hand on the counter, knocking a few knickknacks over with a crash. I have a feeling we were gonna get this no matter what we said. Oh, Chloe! You can't understand, Kira. We're not even the same species. Yeah, this probably got driven home really hard with having Khan literally sit there and fawn over her programming all day and how not human she is, but how amazingly human she seems, but she's not human. But she seems so real, but she's not. Oh yeah, I bet this went over like a lead balloon. Doors open throughout the apartment. Everyone returns to the living room, drawn by the shouting and the noise. Hamza dashes to his dad, hiding behind his legs. Oh, sorry, kid. All day long, Khan's been looking at me like I'm a fancy new toy he can't wait to tear apart to find out how it works. Yeah, there's that danger, too. Oh, Chloe, I never meant... And Sloane can't wait to show me off like some kind of science fair project to impress her teacher. Also bad. Oh, I don't see you like... None of you know what it's like. You can't even begin to imagine what it's like being me. I miss having someone around who actually understands. Steve's so wrapped up in his own thing. I miss Dames. You reach for Chloe's hand, trying to comfort her, but she brushes you off. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Hamza flinches back as Chloe storms across the room, yanks the door open, and slams it behind her. Yeah, I think she's earned the right to be frustrated after, an entire morning of being picked over like that. What? Chloe! And she never returned. So that is the end of chapter 6. As usual, we can restart the chapter or continue on. I am going to call it a night. So I will be back on Friday with more of Endless Friday. So that is same time, same place. Twitch.tv/aromanticace at 7 p.m. Pacific. Sorry, if you want to watch me live. We are running from Jake's old commander and a bunch of people in very high-tech suits, who are supposed to be elite assassin soldier people, and we're thwarting them with bottles of champagne because, sure. But, so tune in for that. And, yeah, enjoy whatever it is you do between now and Friday. Catch you later.